This is the first COVID pill. Trial results suggest it can cut hospitalizations or deaths by half.
The news of the efficacy of this particular antiviral is obviously very good news. The company, when they briefed us last night, had mentioned that they will be submitting their data to the FDA imminently. The data are impressive.
Pills were given to 775 unvaccinated elderly or medically at-risk volunteers within 5 days of them showing coronavirus symptoms. The data from a phase 3 trial showed 7.3% of patients on the drug were hospitalized, compared to 14.1% of those who didn't take the tablets. 8 patients who were given a placebo or dummy pill later died of COVID, but there were no deaths in the group taking the pill. The trial was stopped early because the pill was so successful. The data still needs to be peer-reviewed. So how does it work? As coronavirus replicates itself inside your body, these antiviral pills trick it into using the drug, which then inserts errors into the virus's genetic code, blocking the virus from replicating.
It completely corrupts the genome of the virus so it can't replicate. And that's the beauty. And then even if the virus mutates, it could be still useful. People are now talking about this, that if we have another coronavirus pandemic in the future, this drug will still work for that coronavirus because it is agnostic to variants.
There are existing clinic-based intravenous treatments which are even more effective, but this appears to be the first pill to treat COVID and, as long as it's taken early on, could offer an alternative at roughly a third of the price, at $700 a treatment.
Accessibility is a problem with a monoclonal antibody. For this one, it's a simple pill, so obviously a lot easier to administer and a lot easier to administer as an outpatient as well.
Merck hopes 10 million courses of the treatment will be available by the end of the year. It has agreed to supply the US with close to 2 million and to license the drug to several India-based generic drug makers, which could supply it to low and middle-income countries.
For countries that don't have the vaccine available, this could be another stopgap.
The US authorities say the drug is no substitute for preventative vaccines, but this is an exciting development, as the US drug company seeks emergency approval within weeks, as the first company to report trial results of an effective and relatively cheap pill to treat COVID, as other companies also work on similar treatments. Mark Lobel, BBC News.